I have a story about a question that came into my head a little while ago. A question that I was never able to get my head around for the longest of time. And it all began with a bit of nostalgia for this game called Need for Speed Nitro for Nintendo DS. Many years of my childhood were spent on this thing, and naturally I asked around amongst friends if anyone shared the same memories, and I had noticed something in common with everyone's stories. Almost everyone who I initially talked to who had actually played this thing remember there being a level in which you raced on the moon. I myself remember this equally the same. In fact, I remember it being my favourite thing to do on Need for Speed Nitro as a kid. Just launch my comedically pixelated car off of everything I could see. However, upon taking to the internet to relive these moments of nostalgia, we found out that the moon level was nowhere to be found. No matter how hard we looked, we found no proof of the supposed moon level ever existing. Naturally, we sent out a search party. Time to find this thing. We started spreading out and asking more and more people, but in the end we got nothing. Even more confusing was that there were people who did remember it, but just as many who didn't. It was at this point where my Discord server had fallen into a deep depression. Upon weeks of not finding anything, most had turned to conspiracy that we were living in a simulation, or simply having memories from an alternate universe, and some were just adamant that it never existed in the first place. Then fell the weeks of silence. Until the topic was brought back up again, because someone had found this. It was a Need for Speed moon level, however this was a different Need for Speed game. I would show you, but even now recording, I can't even rediscover this one. What the actual fuck is going on? While this was not our answer, it sure inspired us all to restart the search. The moon level of Need for Speed Nitro must be found at all costs. You're probably wondering why we didn't just play the game ourselves, but allegedly someone in the server had, twice, and they remembered nothing of a moon level ever existing. I tried myself to find my old copy, and while I did find the box, the cartridge itself was nowhere to be found. August 31st, 2019. We uncovered the biggest find yet, and quite possibly the answer to our search. A YouTube playlist called Need for Speed Nitro DS 1, and within it, uploaded to a channel called JBGBA DSPS Vita. Fucking hell, sounds like the name of a photocopier. With a total of 19 views, in French, I think, was not the right video. But then the right one. Ladies and gentlemen, we had done it. Need for Speed Nitro DS LIMO Secret R35 with the description was all the proof we needed. The Need for Speed Nitro DS moon level was proven real, and this kid's DS screen recorded with his mum's iPod was all we needed to finally convince ourselves that we were not in fact schizophrenics. We were not living in a simulation, and we were not just some random folk remembering nothing. Then the depression sank in again. We had spent the past few weeks searching, and we'd finally got our answer, but nothing much more. And to this date, we've only proved to ourselves the fact that it exists as we remember it. But that's all we wanted, right? Well, sort of. We wanted to know how to get it for ourselves. As you can probably tell by the background footage, I have now emulated a Need for Speed Nitro copy, and I'm now on a quest to find the moon level once again. So that is where our story ends. But my quest isn't over quite yet. Make sure to go into the description and follow me on Twitch where I may be streaming it, and also make sure to follow me on Twitter where I will make sure to post the outcome come the time where I finally find it myself. With the main question answered, the quest continues. However, all of this only left me with a new question. Whatever happened to the other Need for Speed moon level? Well, upon asking Gamester14 who had originally found it, he was confident that he could find it again. However, returned 8 minutes later with, "Where the fuck has it gone?" Hey wow, look, it's the outro. Just wanted to say that I had a bigger video planned, but I had to move it to next weekend to give me more time to work on it. Hopefully you don't mind, and hopefully this video was enjoyable. Oh yes, also, we did actually finally find that video of the other space/moon level. Turns out it was Hot Pursuit 3. Thanks, Gamester.